Hello everybody, and welcome to one of today's videos. Today I'm going to be playing Portal Knights, as you can clearly see on this video. And my brother and me play this all the time. You should really check out his videos. His username is SharFoxStan, and I will leave the link in the description to his channel. Now, you're going to want to watch until the end of the video because I have an announcement to make about a very special giveaway I will be doing when we reach 20 subscribers. Because to me, that's a lot. I'm just saying. We're at 16 now. So at 20, we'll have a giveaway. And I'll explain all of the details and everything at the end of the video. So, that is loud. I'm just gonna turn that down just a bit. And that down. Okay. So, if you've never played Portal Knights, your goal is to find all of the portals. Obviously. But there are special aspects in the game. Equipment. It's a lot like Minecraft, only more adventure styled. So, we're gonna jump right in. We have lots of characters. And I'm going to create a new one just for this. And you can choose, there's all kinds of customizations. Now, I like going as the ranger for the simple fact of, I don't do close range attacks. I'm not a close range fighter at all, by any means of the phrase. So I tend to go with ranger or mage, because also range attacks. But today we're going to go with ranger. Now, like I said, there's lots of customized options, but I'm going to go with, well, me, because, yeah. And pale, because I'm pale. Oh, yeah, you can change, like, literally everything. I like going, I'm gonna go with that. And now, this is my favorite mouth out of the whole game, and I guess, you'll see it in a second. Hold on, let me find it. There we go. Yes. So, we're gonna name it after my channel. There we go. Create. Now, you can also create a world. So we're gonna hit play. As you can tell, we've played quite a bit. Me and my brother have. So, I'm gonna delete this one, and we're going to start over. Yes, we are deleting it forever because we want to start a new one. And we're going to name it, because my nickname's Alice, and we always go with that. Now, we don't have a big enough computer to run large because there's a lot more stuff in it, and it's kind of harder on your computer than, say, small, obviously. Now, we're going to go through the beginning sequence because I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. If you've watched other gameplays, then you probably already have. In the forgotten days, the world was peaceful and whole, but the fracture arrived and tore the universe apart. Now, the only connection between I can't read. I'm gonna just let y'all read, because I can't. I have not had enough sleep for this. Yeah, it goes through, like, the background of how everything happened, how, like, the world was fractured into pieces. As you can see from, like, the background, you can see the world's in pieces. Now, that's because, like, evil took over the land or something like that, and, like, there was a bunch of wars, and so each of the worlds are separated by portals. Now, there are a bunch of different types of worlds, also, for the record. And you have main bosses. You have to go through a couple worlds to find it. When we go to the map, I'll show you that there are lots of places you can go. And not all the worlds go somewhere. Say there's a portal and as you go through, well, there might not be another portal in that world. Now, you can change between first person and third person. Now, personally, I go with first person because it's kind of easier to see. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is get supplies. We're going to need wood. This is cotton. And you use cotton to make armor. Well, your first level armor, you need cotton. And each of the classes have different types of armor, and they're all set for your character, or your type. So, we've got, for rangers, it's mostly like agility and dexterity. Now, it doesn't show here, but your main focus is going to be agility and dexterity. Now, you're always going to want to put points in con because you're always going to need health. Now, the cool thing is, as you level up, you will get certain skills, certain things you can use. You can have different kinds of equipment. You start off with this cape. Now, if you look at it, it's really cool and it moves and it's so pretty. Now, some things you can create on your person, like these. These are the portal cubes that you're going to need to make to open up the portals. Now, you're going to get portal shards from just about everything. They're not going to spawn all the time, but you get them more often if you kill things. Now, as a ranged fighter, this is going to be kind of difficult until I start to level up. And the first thing you're going to want to make is a workbench. But that's not necessarily true. The first thing you're going to want to make is actually your base. Now, this is the map. As you can see, there are a bunch of different worlds. This is your first boss. You have to go through all of these portals. Well, not all of them. But you have to get through the portals to get to your first boss. And as you progress through the bosses, you get better things. In the first world, the most you're going to get is copper and coal. After that, you get better and better things. So to start off, we're going to get equipment and things like that. Oh, you can use these berries to make health potions. Also, eating things does help you recover your health, just not as much as health potions, obviously. Now, one thing to remember, as you can look up, you can see the fragments of different things, and if you want, you can actually go up there. But it's kind of dangerous. Just a little bit. However, as you can see, there's the portal that we need to fix. Now, we don't want to fix that yet because we will have something come out that's called... They're basically dark portal knights. We are a portal knight, and then there's the dark version that will try to kill us. Now, hollow knights, that's what they're called. Now, these green slimes will not inherently attack us. As you can see, we can go straight up to them. We're right next to them, and they're not going to attack. In fact, they're going to inch away. These red slimes, however, are aggressive. Now, we don't want to fight them yet because, again, we want to have equipment. Now, later on, if we get strong enough, we can take him out and get really good things. But the problem with that is, right now, we don't do enough damage to take him out. We could, but it would take a couple hours. Now, the cool thing is that there is, in fact, a little house over here that you can start as your base. Now, I think for this video, we are going to start here so we can make progress. Now, there is actually a garden in this little base. As you can see, it has a garden. It's got boxes. Now, the cool thing about these boxes is we get lots of wood to start off with. Now, the reason we need this wood, you'll see in a minute. We get a lot of refined wood because, well, there seems to have been a fire. We're missing a good portion of this house. However, we can fix it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to fix up the house so that we can at least start going through things. And, like, these jars you can actually break. Or you can do that and just randomly set things down. You have to have an empty hand to be able to break things. So you have to have an empty hand to be able to break things. You have to... There's just a regular random stool here. Now, these are all broken, so breaking them won't really do anything. But we're going to break these boxes because it'll give us more wood. And we need wood. Now, this is a broken down workbench. The cool thing about it is we can fix it. Now, we're going to fix this up so we can actually make things. And I'll show you how you make things. Obviously, you're going to need different materials. Now, here we make cotton cloth. Now, since we fixed the workbench, we can actually make apprentice armor, which takes cotton cloth, which means we have to go collect more cotton. Now, our equipment is the scout gear. The scout gear is specifically tailored to rangers. The apprentice stuff is for mages, and the squire things are for warriors. Now, there's other stations we can make, which we'll probably make this in a little bit. We'll just go get some stone. But we don't need it right away because, again, we don't have copper. We don't have any copper yet. We have to get to the nether world. We need the stone pickaxe, so we're going to have to go get stone. Also, instead of your tools just breaking and you can't ever use them again, like Minecraft, or things of that nature, we have sharpening stones. Now, these, again, as we upgrade our stations, we can also upgrade the sharpening stones. We can make obsidian ones, which will work better, basalt, things like that. Now, the regular sharpening stones are good for a regular stone axe, because it's not that great. To get stone, we're just gonna, go around and look. It'll be on the ground, like over here. Now, these parrots also are not inherently evil or dangerous. They will just, fly around. Not that big a deal. But it's just like Minecraft. When you don't have any tools, you just break things with your fist. That's just it. Now, we only need 4 to build the pickaxe. So we're going to go back in the house. And we really need to fix this house before dark. So we're just going to build the pickaxe real quick. And now we have one. So we'll go into our bag, make sure it's in the right spot. And now we're going to fix up the house. Now, it's not that hard to fix it up. Make sure we have the right thing. We're also going to have to make a door. Because doors are kind of important. Just a bit. Now, we're probably going to want to jump up here so we can actually, see what we're doing. We can only jump 2 blocks high. 3 blocks and we can't jump any higher. So you always want, my personal thing is I always have dirt on me. You will want dirt on you because if you fall in a hole, which you will do a lot, the only way to get out usually is to, well, make a hole. Or make a straight line of blocks up. Now you can actually make, the cool thing is you don't have to jump like in Minecraft to make these tall towers. All you need to do is just stand on them. And you can build automatically right above you. Or right below you, I mean. So, we're just going to fix up the house. And then we need to make torches. So we're going to, again, need more cotton. That is in the wrong place. Just going to break that. There we go. So what we're going to do is fix up the house. And then we'll continue getting more, building things. So I'll probably, cut out most of this building process, or just speed it up a little bit, because I know this is probably boring. So we're almost done. As you can see, you get jumped up because you're standing so close to the stone, or to the block. And there. Now we still have to go over here and fix this one wall. And we're gonna do that. And oh, another thing, you can make windows. Now you're not gonna be able to see much right now because I've got to make torches, which I probably should have done first. Probably. We're not going to worry about that now. We are, however, about to make torches. So to make torches, you can actually make them in your inventory right here. Torches are one of the few things you can make without having to have anything. We can only make one, because we don't have enough wood. However, that is just enough to light up this house. Ta-da! We're going to set it right there. And now we can see the inside of our house. Yay! Now we're going to go get some more wood. As you can see, it's getting dark. We don't need to worry so much about the dark right now because we haven't set up the portal. Now, I'll show you what happens after you set up the portal, after we finish getting everything we need. Just for the simple fact of being a range fighter, you need to be a little bit more cautious of nighttime. Since we don't have the portal set up, we're not going to get attacked by Hollow Knights. Hollow Knights start showing up after you start opening up portals. The first portal is when the Hollow Knights show up. Now I am hitting things with my fist when I could just be hitting them with my axe. Yay. Now we're gonna take out the slime. So the cool thing is that you automatically, most of the time, if you're close enough, you will automatically lock on to your target. Now, the cool thing about slimes is that they will give you water, which you need water to make potions. They'll also give you some coins, which later on you can use in shops. There's no shop in the first world because what are you gonna buy? Honestly. However, you can also get pets, and I wouldn't say the first shop that you get to has pets, but it's one of the first shops you get to. You can also get pets in dungeons. Very rare occurrence, but you can get them. So we're almost done for now. We need to get more cotton. So, oh, I forgot to mention. You can fall off of the world like in Minecraft. Only it's a little bit more drastic. See, if I go, I'm just gonna roll over there. If I go over here, and we build this up so we can get up there. I'm just gonna build a little bitty wall. As you can see, this is the edge of the world. You can fall off of it and die. There are holes, sometimes in the caves or things like that, where you will fall to your death. Now over here, if you didn't notice, was this little castle-like area. Now this is a dungeon. Let's just get this tree out of the way, because as you can see, this is a dungeon, which I don't want to go into until we have our first armor. For the simple fact of we would probably die. But we can go over here. Now there's not a lot over here, but this is the mining area. Yeah. The cool thing is, if you break open this, treasure chests are littered around the entire world. Lots of them are going to be in dungeons. However, since it's the first world, they kind of give us a freebie. So if you break this, you get a bunch of items. As you can see in the side, we got minor health potions, a flame ruby, cotton, and blue portal shards. Now, the flame rubies, not really going to help us right away. We'll get more of them in the next area. So we're going to go back to the house, wherever the house is. Where is it? I seem to have lost our house. I'll find it in a minute, hold on. While we're searching for the house, we'll just grab some cotton, because we need to make armor. Now the house should be right over here. I think it's right around the corner. Oh look, more cotton. Now cotton, like the problem is that the ingredients that you get, the more you level up, the more useless they become. So if you collect a bunch of cotton and then get all the equipment you need and stuff that needs cotton, you don't need cotton anymore, and now you just have a large amount of it that you can basically do nothing with. The cool thing about cotton, though, is that that's what you need to make torches, so there's always going to be a use for them. You're always going to need them, but keep in mind when or if you play this game, you're going to have to, well, you're going to have to watch out for how much you pick up. If you pick up a bunch of cotton or a bunch of berries, eventually you're going to stop needing them. You're not going to need them anymore because you've got better things you can make. Now, to start things off, we need to make a bunch of... It takes 4 cotton to make cotton and cloth. We're going to make as many as we can, which is 7. And we're going to make our equipment. Now, it doesn't automatically equip, so you have to actually equip it. It looks like we'll actually have enough to make all of it. Yeah, we have just enough to make all of our equipment with 1 extra, which we'll find something to do with it. And we'll just grab this, and you drag it over to the little helmet. You can't automatically equip it, you actually have to drag it over. And because we are being fancy, we're going to go put this outside of our door. You can also get other flags, by the way. We're going to rotate it so it's facing. You can actually get other flags that, well, they're really just decoration. But they're kind of cool. So our little flag is here. We still don't have a door, so we should probably build one. It might be a good idea. So that's going to be in... Oh, right, you can also make different weapons. Now, you don't have to be a warrior or a mage to use these equipment, but it's not going to be as great as if you were that class. The one good thing that they came out with this game is that you can use other weapons, but they made it so that it's not going to be as great. So, right now, we need to make a door. Now, I don't remember where a door is. I'd hope we don't need like a crafting, like a drafting table or something. Well, I've just been informed that we do in fact need a drafting table to be able to make a door. So, on that note, we're kind of fucked. But this is how you make the portal stones. Now, as you can tell, each one, as you go up higher, requires more shards. Right now, we only need 3, which is good because that's all the ones we have. Now, since we want to wait until daylight, because the minute we open this portal, Hollow Knights will show up. Now, what I want to do is... The problem is that we need a chest, which takes copper, which means we have to get to the other world. The one thing we can do, though, is go through the dungeon. I need to make sharpening stones. We don't want to go through the dungeon until we get sharpening stones because our weapon will break, and we kind of need that a little bit. So we're just gonna... It only takes like 1 stone to make a sharpening stone, which is great because that means we don't have to mine a lot. So we'll just mine a little bit, and I'm gonna end this video after we go through the portal so we can have another video on the second world. Now, I think 10 will be enough sharpening stones to get us to the dungeon. So we're going to run over here. Well, okay, so we don't really run, we just kind of roll. There really isn't a running feature in the game. We kind of just always run. And, like, I guess we have a limp leg or something that makes us kind of slow. I don't know. But we're going to go in here and we're going to make our sharpening... That's the wrong tab. We're going to make our sharpening stones. We're going to make 10 of them. Do we have more stone? Oh, we have 2 more pieces, so we'll make 12. We're out of stone now, so... I'm not going to use them right away because we don't want to waste them. We don't want to have to come back out of the dungeon just to get... Actually, we're going to go get some cotton so we can make torches, because torches are really important. You know how in Minecraft you go through a dungeon and it's dark and you can't see shit? Well, that's kind of the case here. So we're going to need some cotton just to make torches. So we're going to make some torches real quick. Now, some of the dungeons are well lit, and I cannot remember if this one is one of them. So we're going to try and remember where the dungeon is. I think it's this way. I think it's near the portal. Oh, there's the stone. I can see it from here. Now, the cool thing is you can actually mine pretty much everything out of the dungeon. Okay, not even pretty much. You can mine everything out of the dungeon. you can get ruined stone blocks, and using those and another type, and studded ruined stone blocks, you can make a protection ward for your house, which means monsters will not spawn in it. Now, while we're at the dungeon, you can get studded ruined stone? Oh. In the second world is where you get studded ruined stone. So we can't make the protection thing until after we get to the second world, which I promise we will do in the next video. But we're going to go down in the dungeon. This is one of the few that's well lit, I've been informed. Because it's been a while since I've been to the first world dungeon, because I play this game a lot, and I love it. And the cool thing is you can actually steal these and put them in your house, which we will probably do, just for the sake of it. Now, when you're firing, you're kind of slow. So you have to when you're a ranged attacker, you kind of have to weave and bob to stay out of their range. So it kind of this game you want to have other people play with you, usually because it helps, but also because it's a lot more fun. You can explore more, and it's easier when there are more people, but you don't necessarily have to have more people to play. Now, all of these pots are breakable. As you can see, I'm getting experience, and I'm getting hearts. Now, the blue bubbles are actually mana, which, since I don't use magic, and I can't make any spells as of right now, it's kind of irrelevant. Now, these take a little bit to dig up. But this is a rune stone block. We need a few of them along with the studded rune stone blocks to be able to make that. Now, in the next video, I will probably be having my nephew play with me because, well, he's the warrior. He's the warrior. He will run ahead of things while I distract them. And there are also flyers that warriors aren't too great with. Later on, there's what's the word? There's a skill you can get for warriors that will help knock them down. But right now, when you first start out, you don't get it. Now, there's nothing in here, but there is a mouse. As you can see, some dungeons have cages, and in those cages, you get pets. Now, we're going to equip this pet just to show you. I'll probably keep them on for a while. They don't do anything. They're just cute little followers that follow you around, and they're just cute. I tend to have them on, like, all the time. But, as you can see, oh, there's a sign here. The old treasure room. There's only one enemy in this area, so, I mean, it's not like we were that brave. There was one skeleton. So, I mean, it wasn't that bad. But we're gonna break these pots, grab this, and then we're gonna see what's in this chest, which is, if we can hit it. I am aiming at it. Well, I guess I have to get up on the steps. We get more minor health potions, flame rubies, and cotton. Now, the minor health potions are great because, you know. Oh. Well, we gotta dig our way out. We'll just dig this down and we'll be fine. Now, the minor health potions are great right now because, well, we don't have a lot of health. I think we are gonna steal, like, this brazier because it's a brazier and we can put it in our house. It'll be nice. Now, we're just gonna go up the stairs, which you can fall off really easily, but you can actually take these stairs, which I wouldn't suggest because, well, you kind of need them to go down there and get back up. So it's not really a good thing to. No, we could reach that, but we have one. We're good for right now. We'll just take the one. Now it's daylight, so I am fully okay with opening the portal. Let me just drop off. Well, no, we'll just go open the portal. and I'll tell my announcement, since this is like almost a 30-minute, about to be a 30-minute video now. But we're just gonna go over to the portal, open it, and then I will tell you the announcement. Because I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a good thing. So we're gonna go up here to the portal. Da, 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 da. And we don't need the torch on, but I had... Oh, we need 4. Oh, we have enough. We can just make another one. Hold on. Boop. And we pick it up. And now we have enough to open up this portal. Now there's going to be some text, and I'm going to hush while the text is going so you can read it. 2, 3, 4. What that means is Hollow Knights will appear. Now, for the sake of it, we're just going to go through the gate. This is to Dusty Junction. Hollow Knights only spawn at night, by the way. They don't show up during the day, but there's other things that can kill you during the day. Don't worry. But while we're going through this portal to the next world, I want to mention that I am going to be doing a giveaway when we reach 20 subscribers. Now, a lot of the people that watch these videos are going to be gamers. So I figured giving away like a $20 Steam gift card would actually be a really good idea. And as a way of appreciation, because I didn't even think I'd get 20 or 10. And I'm at 16 right now. So I wanted to mention that. This is the second area. So, as you can see over there, there's copper. That's what that stone's sticking out. And down here is flame rubies. Now, I'm going to exit the game and close the video out for today. Or this one video out for today. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, share, like, and subscribe. Because if we reach 20 subscribers, you could be the one that wins the $20 Steam gift card. Bye-bye!